Beachgoers may be enjoying the warm water at the beaches along the First Coast, but a local marine researcher says the prolonged heat that we're experiencing this summer could have harsh impacts on our marine life. Zach Wilcox is on your side tonight. He is joining us live from Atlantic Beach. They're in a nice long sleeve collared shirt and pants in the ocean right now. So Zach, how are things out there?
Well, Anthony, actually I talked to a couple of kids today. They tell you like it is, and they mentioned it felt chilly in the water today. I guess to each their own. Maybe it's because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. Maybe it's because I came from Myrtle Beach, but the water is toasty, if you ask me. And that's one of the concerns that researcher at JU was mentioning to me. And really when we're trying to dive into this, he mentioned what you have to understand is there's two different types of coral. Now the coral that's getting impacted by these warm waters pushing above 90 degrees in South Florida is the kind of coral that you visualize, the shallow water coral that photosynthesizes. And really what happens is what it uses to photosynthesize kind of blow out a little bit, they turn white, and then it slowly starts to kill the coral. And so what we have up here in Jacksonville, we do have reefs off Jacksonville's coast, but they're deep water reefs and they exist off of eating algae and other stuff in the water. So they're gonna be okay with this warm water, but that coral bleaching process in South Florida is especially dangerous to all the marine life down there. And just because we're not experiencing as much up here, JU is still involved in this situation. They're actually researching a type of coral that's bleaching resistant, hopefully help replenish some of what we're losing down south.
Doing some work with rearing corals that can resist coral bleaching and then deploy those in the Caribbean. There is some work being done trying to mitigate the problem, but it's massive.
Now, if we're going to talk about the issue with the hot water here locally, we're not going to talk about the oceans. More going to be about the St. Johns River and algae blooms. JU is really monitoring algae blooms closely. Haven't had any yet, but if this heat keeps up, it's something that he thinks will probably come in the next month or so. It could come unless we get it cooled down by some rain. And right on cue, some rain is rolling in, so we're going to head out. In Atlantic Beach, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.